I think this eating on time idea is a little bit of a oversold concept. Well, I'm not saying that it is bad to eat on time. I mean, of course, it is a healthy habit if you can eat on time, if you can space your breakfast, lunch, and dinner properly so that your body is not deprived of energy. But will eating on time help a person become healthy and fit? Whenever I ask people about, what are you going to do about becoming healthy? One of the common things that they will say is that, I'm going to start eating on time from here on. Well, I'm not saying eating on time is bad. Definitely it helps. But is that all? And especially a lot of people who are very busy with their work and has a very hectic schedule, meetings, are not able to eat on time. They perhaps takes their lunch by around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, sometimes even 5 o'clock. Does it mean that such people will not be able to become healthy and fit? Absolutely not. So, what is our take on it? Okay, so all right, so let me get on to that topic today. While eating on time definitely helps, it is absolutely an energy source for our body, and you need to space it according to your activities levels and everything. That's quite commonsensical. At the end of the day, what is the point if you eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner absolutely on dot on time, but ends up eating shit? Not gonna help, right? Or if you eat healthy, the food that you're having is supposedly healthy or the at least named healthy, but you actually eat a lot of it, then what is the point in eating on time and eating a healthy food? So a lot of things comes into picture there, right? So what happens when you're not eating on time and if you have a very sporadic eating habit is that our stomach produces something called gastric juices, basically hydrochloric acid, pepsin, etc., which is what helps in which plays a very important role in digestion of the food that we eat. Hydrochloric acid, right? Obviously, so it is acidic in nature. So what happens when you don't eat on time is that suppose you had your breakfast at say around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, didn't have your lunch on time, and it's 2:30, 3 o'clock, you still haven't had your lunch, you have not eaten anything so far, what could happen? Your blood sugar levels will fall, and there is a chance of something called a hypoglycemia, wherein your blood sugar levels fall below 70 milligram per deciliter, and you might start feeling that kind of a chakkar or that talajutal thing might happen. So that's basically classic hypoglycemia. So for some people, it manifests as a severe headache or migraine. For some people, they'll start getting this reflux, the pulichidagatal in Malayalam we call it, wherein the acidic gastric juices will come up from the esophagus up to your mouth, right? In medical terminology, it's called GERD, GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. So it's basically reflux of the gastric juices which is secreted in the stomach comes up to your throat. I mean, it can give you that, it's also known as acidity. It can cause that heart burning sensation and all that. So these are the problems if you don't eat on time. Now, in such a case, what needs to be done? Suppose you had your breakfast at say 8 in the morning, and if you're not able to eat your lunch, even if it is at 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'll tell you an easy tip that you with which you can manage this. If your job entails you to travel around or have these kind of back-to-back unexpected meetings, then carry some almonds or nuts or cashew nuts, which you can munch on once in a while. So suppose you know that you're not going to eat on time, you're not going to have your lunch by before 3 o'clock. Maybe have 5 or 6 almonds, drink a glass of water, and you have provided some kind of a calories into your body. So you're not going to get this reflux thing. You are not going to get this acidity. Besides, these almonds and nuts are actually healthy fat, primarily unsaturated fat. So they are healthy. Most of the time, people who are not able to eat their lunch on time will end up going out and eating some cutlet or samosas. Most of the time, which will be made through reheated oil and which is basically trans fat and hence very bad for cholesterol. That's how people go wrong there. So if you have these kind of almonds and things like that, and more importantly, see this is very non-messy to eat. If you're carrying say 5 or 10 almonds, you don't need a dining table to eat these, do you? You don't. You can just have it, munch on it. You can have it even when you're driving your car. So you will still have some healthy calories, healthy fat. You haven't eaten anything which is from outside kachra. So it's a lot more healthier. Yet, even if you eat your lunch a little later, it's still all right because you still managed your calories. However, two things that you need to remember: you had these kind of almonds because you're having a late lunch. When you're having your late lunch, make sure you adjust for calories. Don't go, don't just go and gorge on food, even if you're having a late lunch. That's number one. Number two, in the name of having a late lunch, don't go ahead and eating 20, 30 almonds or cashews. That will be a lot of calories. So please don't do that. So be commonsensical about it, right? So to sum it up, if you're not able to eat on time, it's all right. Everything is not lost. You can do these kind of tricks to make sure that you space your calories. I always tell our clients that there is no specific timeline that you need to really be anal about and be sticking to for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. However, just make sure that you're not keeping more than 6 to 7 hours of gap between two meals. Meaning, if you're having a breakfast at say 6 in the morning, make sure you have your lunch by 12. Yeah, so if you're having a breakfast at say 8, it's all right, you can have a little later also. So there is no point sticking exactly like time, also because of practical difficulties. If you're not able to do that, these kind of tips and tricks will help. Remember, all good things in life are actually simple. These kind of simple things are enough to actually help you manage your unhealthy eating habits, even if you have a very busy schedule, traveling schedule, or traveling kind of work. It can still be simple. Being healthy, fit, and is very easy. It's actually it's the over marketing which may of a lot of companies around there, which makes becoming healthy look like it's a complex affair, which is not. So that's it. So I hope this was helpful. So eating on time is great, but if you eat on time and if you eat bad calories or unhealthy food, then no point. If you eat on time, if you're eating good calories, but if you eat a lot of those calories, even then there is no point. Yeah. So if you're not able to eat on time, manage it like this. Be sensible. All right. So that's it. I hope this was helpful. As always, stay healthy, stay young, stay fit, and stay safe. Take care. Bye.